Good evening. Tonight's headlines: police launch investigation into the death of a father in New Amsterdam. Government pathologist confirms cause of death for victims of a double murder. Tion Allen, also known as spoiled child, is remanded in custody. In a positive development, Food for the Poor Guyana Incorporated enhances mobility for Mr. Gordon Ross with a motorized wheelchair donation. Meanwhile, one suspect turns himself in, while another remains wanted in connection with a drug bust at Chia. The Education Ministry and Guyana Teachers Union reach an agreement, ending protests. However, delays are reported in election fraud case proceedings. Stay tuned for more updates on these stories.
Police investigate death of father in New Amsterdam. The Berbice Police Department is actively investigating the circumstances surrounding the tragic death of Mr. Godfrey Daniels, a 42-year-old resident of Princess Elizabeth Road, New Amsterdam. Mr. Daniels, a father of 14, passed away under circumstances that have left the community deeply concerned. While the details surrounding Mr. Daniels' death remain unclear, his son, Mr. Godfrey Daniels Jr., has provided some insight into the situation. According to Mr. Daniels Jr., his father was involved in a disagreement with a male-in-law, the nature of which is still uncertain. This disagreement ultimately led to Mr. Daniels Sr. being transported to New Amsterdam Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Mr. Daniels Jr. has expressed his uncertainty about the events leading up to his father's passing, but has emphasized that his father and the male-in-law, who is currently in custody, often engaged in heated confrontations. He is urging for a thorough investigation to be conducted to ensure that justice is served and that those responsible for his father's death are held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Regional Commander, Mr. Shivprasad Bacchus, has assured the public that the investigation is ongoing and has committed to providing a detailed report once the investigation is concluded. As the community mourns the loss of Mr. Godfrey Daniels, there is a collective call for transparency and diligence in the pursuit of justice. The Berbice Police Department remains committed to conducting a thorough investigation to bring closure to this tragic incident. Anyone with relevant information regarding this case is encouraged to come forward and assist the authorities in their investigation. Government pathologist confirms cause of death for double murder victims. Following the tragic incident involving the double murder and robbery of Donovan Washington, a 26-year-old porter, and Zahir Muhammad Sharif, a 50-year-old businessman, both hailing from Bartica, post-mortem examinations were conducted by government pathologist Dr. Nihal Singh. Dr. Singh's examination revealed that both victims succumbed to multiple gunshot wounds, underscoring the violent nature of the attack. The examinations, conducted in the presence of a police officer, provided crucial insights into the circumstances surrounding the deaths. The bodies were positively identified by their respective family members and subsequently released to them for burial arrangements. The confirmation of the cause of death by Dr. Singh serves to provide closure to the families of the victims while aiding law enforcement authorities in their investigation into this heinous crime. The community mourns the loss of these individuals and stands united in condemning such acts of violence. The authorities continue to work diligently to bring those responsible to justice and ensure the safety and security of all citizens. Tion Allen, AKA a spoiled child, remanded. Tion Allen, known as a spoiled child and residing at Lot 3263 South Ruimveldt, Georgetown, appeared before Magistrate Zamina Ali Sipal at the Leonora Magistrates Court today, Monday, to face charges related to firearm and ammunition possession. Allen was arrested on March 2, 2024, following an incident at the Leonora Stadium, West Coast Demerara, where he was found in possession of an unlicensed 9mm pistol and 18 live matching rounds of ammunition. Subsequently, he was charged with the following offenses: possession of firearm without license, possession of ammunition without license. Upon the reading of the charges, Allen pleaded not guilty. The magistrate remanded him to prison until March 27, 2024, pending further legal proceedings. The swift action by law enforcement authorities highlights their commitment to ensuring public safety and combating illegal firearms and ammunition possession. Such measures play a crucial role in safeguarding communities and maintaining law and order. Food for the Poor Guyana Incorporated enhances mobility for Mr. Gordon Ross with motorized wheelchair donation. New Amsterdam, Burbus, Food for the Poor Guyana Incorporated recently facilitated a significant improvement in Mr. Gordon Ross's mobility by presenting him with a motorized wheelchair. The donation ceremony, held in New Amsterdam, Burbus, brought immense joy to Mr. Ross, who expressed gratitude for the life-changing gift. Mr. Ross, a resident of New Amsterdam, Burbus, is involved in a clothing business, selling various items like vests, socks, boxers, and umbrellas on a daily basis. Upon receiving the motorized wheelchair, Mr. Ross shared his excitement, stating, "With this brand new motorized wheelchair, I can move around with ease and load more items onto the chair. In the end, this would increase my productivity." The electronic wheelchair provided by Food for the Poor Guyana Incorporated empowers Mr. Ross to navigate his daily activities more efficiently and independently. This enhancement in mobility not only facilitates his business operations but also enhances his overall quality of life. Expressing gratitude for the support received, Mr. Ross extended heartfelt appreciation to Food for the Poor Guyana Incorporated for their generosity and commitment to improving the lives of individuals in need. He emphasized the significant impact the motorized wheelchair will have on his daily routine, enabling him to accomplish tasks with greater ease and convenience. Food for the Poor Guyana Incorporated remains dedicated to its mission of providing assistance to vulnerable communities and individuals across Guyana. The organization is honored to have contributed to Mr. Ross's well-being and looks forward to continuing its efforts to uplift and empower those in need. Suspect turns himself in, another remains wanted in connection with drug bust at CJIA. Days after a wanted bulletin was issued by the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, CANU, for Tyrone Hamilton regarding the discovery of more than 100 pounds of cocaine at the Chetty Jugan International Airport, CJIA, he reportedly surrendered himself with his attorney on Monday. Hamilton, accompanied by his lawyer Nigel Hughes, presented himself at CANU headquarters for questioning. Meanwhile, Gavin McKee of Lot 295, Republic Park, Peters Hall, East Bank Demerara, EBD, remains wanted by CANU in connection with the same case. Previously, CANU agents had traced the discovery of suspected narcotics to an address at Republic Gardens, EBD, where they encountered Jessica McKee. After questioning, Jessica was released following the expiration of the 72-hour detention period. CANU continues to urge anyone with information about the whereabouts of Gavin McKee to come forward and assist with the ongoing investigation. Hamilton, identified as a businessman and retired national cyclist, is under scrutiny for his suspected involvement in transporting the cocaine-laden bags to the airport. The initial discovery occurred when CANU agents stationed at CJIA observed two suspects retrieving 4 duffel bags thrown over the airport fence by an unidentified male. Upon interception, a search revealed 64 brick-like parcels suspected to contain cocaine. The apprehended suspects, Travis Seeley and Kobe Backer, both residents of Timeri, EBD, were taken into custody along with the suspected narcotics. Subsequent testing confirmed the presence of cocaine, with an estimated street value of $64 million locally. The intended destination for the seized narcotics was reported to be a British Airways flight bound for St. Lucia, with a connection to the United Kingdom. The potential street value of the seized narcotics, had they reached their destination, was estimated at over £3 million or approximately $679 million Guyanese dollars. CANU continues its investigation into the matter. Citizens with relevant information are encouraged to contact the agency to aid in the inquiry. Education Ministry and Guyana Teachers Union reach agreement, ending protest. After 2 days of intensive mediation, the Ministry of Education and the Guyana Teachers Union, GTU, have successfully reached an agreement, bringing an end to the 5-week-long protest for better pay. As a result of the fruitful discussions, teachers are expected to resume classroom duties by March 6, marking a significant development in the ongoing negotiations. Exiting the successful talks, attorney-at-law representing the government, Tion Allen AKA, expressed satisfaction with the outcome, stating, "We are pleased to report that the children of the nation, those students who are in school, will be pleased to know that the teachers will resume work on Wednesday, March 6. He emphasized that the agreement reflects a demonstration of good sense prevailing. Under the terms of the agreement, both parties have committed to reconvene within 48 hours to address the requests put forth by the union. Allen AKA clarified, it is a matter for them to present their list of matters when they turn up at the Ministry of Education to commence these discussions, and that will be dealt with when they are presented. GTU President Mark Light echoed the sentiment of resolution, stating, "We expect that our teachers return to work, having been given the assurance that the financial matters, as we were hammering them out, will be discussed Thursday, so the strike is called off." Delays in election fraud case proceedings. The progress of the election fraud-related cases in the Georgetown Magistrates Court has been met with additional delays due to a last-minute request from the defense for minutes from the Guyana Elections Commission (GECOM) pertaining to the relevant period. Despite the state being prepared to move forward with the trial and providing ample evidence to the defense, this request has led to further postponement of the proceedings. During Monday's hearing before Magistrate Laron Daly, attorney-at-law Nigel Hughes, representing former Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield, his former deputy Roxanne Myers, and former Region 4 returning officer Claremont Mingo, made a sudden request for GECOM minutes. The defense argued that this information was necessary for adequate preparation. The state, represented by Special Prosecutor Tion Allen AKA, viewed this request as a delaying tactic, as disclosures related to the case were provided over 2 years ago. The defense had not previously requested the minutes. In response, Hughes cited Article 144 of the Constitution in support of the defense's request, deeming it reasonable. Magistrate Daly adjourned the case until Wednesday, March 6, to consider Hughes' request and make a pronouncement. The trio faces charges including misconduct while holding public office, presenting falsified documentation, and planning to manipulate voter totals. The charges stem from allegations related to the 2020 elections, with charges brought shortly after GECOM announced the results. Former CEO Keith Lowenfield's election report claimed victory for the APNU/AFC coalition, but the certified results from the recount exercise supervised by GECOM and CARICOM indicated a victory for the PPP/C. Allegations of inflated figures in Region 4, favoring the APNU/AFC regime, have been highlighted. In August 2021, GECOM voted to terminate the employment of Keith Lowenfield, Roxanne Myers, and Claremont Mingo. The delay in the trial proceedings has raised concerns, and the public eagerly awaits further developments in this matter.